Welcome back to Dice and Anarchy. Today we're playing a 4-way commander match, and I am playing Sliver Overlord.
I am playing Ojer Axonil, the Deepest Might.
I am playing Toski, Bearer of Secrets.
I'm playing Morophon, the Boundless. Ooze Tribal.
I suppose I will keep my hand.
I'll keep my hand.
Drop 2.
$14.
Mm. 8.
14. 10-4.
Good buddy.
I'm gonna drop 1.
6.
Roll off.
Do a 20. Or 2d6.
I'm going to do an 8 and a 6.
8. 7, 1. 6.
I'm good.
Alright, I will go first, because there's more than one upkeep I will draw. I will play a forest. I will tap the forest. Play exploration. I'm going to play an additional land on each of my turns. I will play stomping ground, paying 2 life, so it doesn't come into play tapped. I will tap the stomping ground for a green. Play worldly tutor, and I will put a gemhide sliver on top of my library. Or mana left, whichever's first. Mana left, sliver. Mana left sliver goes on top of my library, and I will pass.
Draw. Mountain. I'll pass.
Draw. My return's gonna be a forest. I pass. Actually, I'm gonna do this cool forest. Pass.
Draw. I'll play Inspiring Vantage. Comes in untapped with 2 of your lands. Untapped Advantage for a soul ring. And I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll tap 2 to play mana left sliver. I will play an Arid Mesa, tap 1 and pay a life to search my library for a specific land. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. I want Fountain, and it's going to come into play tapped. I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Mountain. Tap 2 for a Thermal Alchemist. Your turn.
Alright, draw. Land per turn is going to be a forest. I'm going to tap 2 to tap at the window. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard. Alright, I will put the Emerald Dragon into my hand.
Okay.
Field. I put the Emerald Dragon in my hand and pass.
Untap. Draw. I'll play Vitonic Sanctum. Comes in untapped.
Botanical Sanctum.
Yep. It's at white and advantage. And 2 from the soul ring. For a mirror entity. 1/1 changeling. Pay X to give all my creatures X power.
So that can also tap for...
It's just,
Oh no, it's Sliver's eye control, never mind.
Okay, we're going to keep note of that. I do have slivers. And then I'll
Technical
pass.
slivers.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Land per turn is Badlands.
Oh. Your
Yeah,
proxy.
my proxy of it. I have it
I know.
in the safe. Yeah. I'm gonna tap 4, a red and a red. To play Mana Echoes, It's an enchantment. Whenever a creature comes into play, I may add one colorless to my mana pool for each creature I control that shares a creature type with it. It says whenever a creature comes into play, so I guess that his changelings will count as my slivers, and I'd get colorless mana off of that.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
Alright. I will pass my turn.
Until researched. Until upkeep, draw, mountain, 2 for a Keswick Flame Breather. I'm gonna tap the Alchemist to deal 1 to everybody.
Even yourself, or that's each opponent?
Tap deals 1 to each opponent. Your turn.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. Life return is going to be a force. Alright, I'm going to tap 1 for... Yeah. I'm going to tap 3. 1, 2, 3 for Squirrel Mob. Yeah. 2/2, he gets +1/+1 for each other squirrel on the battlefield. On the battlefield. And I will pass.
Okay. Top. Upkeep, draw. Sweet. I have a forest to play. I will tap 5. 2 forests. Or Biogenic Ooze. It's 2/2. When Biogenic Ooze enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 ooze. Base power 2/2. Green dice will represent base power. At the beginning of my end step, put a 1/1 counter on each ooze I control. I'll move to my end step. Blue will represent counters. And they will all get 1/1 counters. Let the growing begin. Okay, then I'll pass.
Untap. I'll keep and draw. Black, green, red, blue, white. Sliver Overlord.
Do you have anything out? What do you have out for slivers?
Mana left. Sliver Overlord.
Just mana left?
Yep.
1. I'm gonna red elemental blast him because he's technically blue. Too early
That-
for this crap.
Counters a blue spell being cast. So
Counter
so
or
that you
destroy.
countered it?
Yes.
Okay, so I wouldn't get the mana from the mana echoes.
It
Okay,
has to enter.
that works. I'll pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep, draw. Mountain. Axonil. After tapping 4. Then I'll tap the Alchemist so everybody takes 4.
1, 2, 3.
It's too early for this shit.
Your turn.
Untap. Upkeep, draw.
Oh, that's exploration.
Oh, yeah.
Life return is going to be a force. I'm going to tap 3. 1, 2, 3 for Chitter Spitter. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice a token. If you do, put a acorn counter on Chitter Spitter. Squirrels you control get a +1/+1 for each acorn counter on Chitter Spitter. 1 green, tap Chitter Spitter, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. So I'm going to spend 1, tap Chitter Spitter, and get a green 1/1 squirrel token. He becomes a 3/3 now because he gets +1/+1 for each other squirrel on the battlefield. And I will pass. Wait, before I pass, who's going to have to block you?
Nothing.
I have a 4/4 with trample and a 1/3.
I have a 2/2, a 3/3, and a 3/3.
I will pass.
Top. Keep draw. I'll play Kalani Garden. Enters tapped, and I get a plant. The 0/1 plant. That says a 1/1. It's a 0/1. I will tap 5. 5 for a spitting slime. That's the slime where I can atrocity and make another one. It's also news. I'll go to my end step. All my oozes will get a 1/1 counter. So this will go to 1. This will go to 2. 2. 2. Okay.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. 2. I'm going to play Fellwar Stone. I'm going to tap 4 for Root Sliver. Slivers can't be countered, and Root Sliver cannot be countered.
So my changelings can't be counted.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Slivers can't be countered. When that comes into play, I get 1 colorless mana from the mana echoes, which I can't really do anything with. So I'll move to my end step. It's your turn.
And draw. Mountain. So 2 for Firebrand Archer. 2 for Fire Diamond.
Comes into play that.
Yes, it does, sorry. So everybody takes 4 twice. They take 4 from the Flame Breather, Flame Breather, and then 4 from the Archer. And then we'll tap him, so everybody takes 4 again. What was what for blockers?
2/2.
1/1, 2/2.
4/4, 4/4, 4/4, 3/3.
2 trample. Commander, your
Okay.
turn.
Untap. Lucky draw. My return is going to be a forest. At the beginning of your upkeep, I may choose to sacrifice a token. If I do, put an acorn counter on Chitter Spitter. I am going to sacrifice this token. Put an acorn counter on Chitter Spitter. I land per turn. I will tap 1 and the Chitter Spitter to create a 1/1, but it's really a 2/2, and he is a 4/4 now. And he's a 2/2. And now I will pass my turn.
Tap. Draw. Swamp. Now have all the colors. Tap 7. Morophon. It is a 6/6 sliver.
Can't be countered.
Countered. When it comes to the battlefield, I will choose oozes. They all cost 5 colors less. They all have a static +1/+1. Then,
It's technically a god too, because Axonil's out.
okay. And I will move to my end step. Put a 1/1 counter on it. It's news. And all my other guys will go up.
And your turn's over.
Yep.
Untap. Upkeep. And draw. We got a green, a red, a white, a black, and a blue. I want to play Sliver Queen. When Sliver Queen comes into play, that generates me 2 colorless mana through the mana echoes. I'm going to spend that 2 colorless mana on the Sliver Queen's ability to put a 1/1 Sliver token into play. When that Sliver token comes into play, I'll generate 3 colorless mana.
Oh, you got infinite mana now.
I have infinite 1/1 Slivers. So I'm going to say that I'll put out
because you have mana. You have infinite mana to pay into ability.
I'm gonna put out
69 million.
No, we're gonna go easy. We're gonna do 600 slivers for each of you, and then
What are you, infinite?
infinite slivers. I'm choosing to stop it at 600 each of you right now, so that's 1,801. And when that comes into play, I have 1,801.
With haste?
Boundless. No, they don't have haste right now. Tap the mana left. 2 swords to plowshare your commander. You gain life equal to its power. Yeah, got one left over. 600, 1,801. I'll pass.
Draw. Tap him, deal 1 damage to everybody.
Which what? Ojer Axonil's not out.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So just one?
Yeah. And then 3 to sizzle for 3 to everybody. Which instant sorcery untaps this. So I can tap it again to 1 everybody. So everybody should have taken 3, 1, 1, 5.
5?
Your turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. At the beginning of my upkeep, I'm gonna sacrifice that. Chitter Spitter is gonna get another counter. This guy's gonna be 2, but I'm also gonna tap 1 and this to create another one. So he's really gonna have 3. Or he gets a +1/+1 for each other squirrel on the battlefield, and then he gets 2 +1/+1 counters. So he has 2 +1/+1 counters and +1/+1 for this other squirrel on the field. And this guy gets 2 +1/+1 counters for Chitterswift. So he's a 3/3 and he's a 5/5. I will. Who's gonna go for blockers?
I have 1,801 1/1.
What do you have for blockers, Sean?
1, 3, 2, 1.
I will swing at you with a 5/5. And then I'll do that. And then I'm gonna tap 4. Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna pass.
Tap. Upkeep. Draw. I'll play Experiment Crash. Cost a green to blue less. So green, blue. 4. Just 4, 6. I will just move to my end step. Tick everything up and pass.
Yo, during your end step, I'm going to pay 2 to Furious Bellow. The Alchemist gets +3/+0, and I get to scry 1. But that will also untap the Alchemist. That will also go off of the Archer and the Flame Breather. So everybody will get dealt 2, and then tapping your Alchemist, everybody will take 3 overall.
That was my untap.
Yep.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'm going to tap 3, 4. Play Bone Splitter Sliver. All slivers get +2/+0. Then I want to
Including
tap.
my slivers?
Then I'm going to tap 2 to play Frenzy Sliver. All slivers gain Frenzy 1 whenever a sliver attacks and isn't blocked. It gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So I'm going to swing 600 3/1 slivers at each of you. And each one that isn't blocked becomes a 4-1.
For the hive! Yeah, we all take like
1,800 damage.
GG.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you win.
GG.
GG.
For the hive.